We all know it is that time of year, right? When the holidays bring us fun and merriment, but it also brings a lot of demands on our time. Often it's end of year responsibilities at work, holiday parties with friends, and our own family gatherings contending for our time. And if we've got kids, multiple jobs, or other responsibilities, that can make this time of year all the more stressful and demanding. For me at least some days, I feel like I'm counting down the days until Christmas is over, so I can just be done with it. I'm a real humbug, aren't I? Scrooge. For the last week, I've been working around what feels like around the clock, preparing for Sunday, for today, trying to make this, a good event for us all to celebrate what we're here for, to celebrate Jesus' birth. And amongst juggling, holiday parties, shopping for gifts, and then family stuff, it's a lot. But you're probably all right here with me, aren't you? You've been doing all that stuff yourself. And it seems like really more often than celebrating the holiday season, we're just surviving it. We're just trying to survive and get through it, and we're trying to get through it just to the next year. And in many ways, our New Year's resolutions aren't so much about doing something brand new as they are just about kind of restarting or redoing what we've put off back when we had time. Eating healthy, going to the gym, saving money. Those are usually among some of the New Year's commitments people like to make. And what do they all involve? They all involve time. Eating healthy, trust me, I know this because I don't. Eating healthy takes time. Going to the gym takes time, and kind of the corollary of eating healthy, if you don't eat fast food all the time, that saves money too. So saving money takes time. Usually we get back to all these healthy habits, or we get out of all these healthy habits around the holidays because we are stressed for time. So we put off anything that can wait, and often, again, it's things like eating healthy, going to the gym, saving money, or if you're like me, going to the dentist. And I was thinking about it as I was working on this message. I don't think I've been to the dentist. Probably closest since Jackson was born. So, which is problematic for me because if you know me, you know I like to eat a lot of candy and Diet Pepsi. So potentially my teeth are just rotting out. So I was gonna say, if you know a good dentist, please come see me after the service. And I'll say, don't be afraid to come talk to me. I do brush my teeth and floss regularly, so you don't need to be scared of that. But it's just like with all I have to deal with, some things have slipped through the cracks, you might say, namely my teeth. And prior to that began like a year ago, I started having these like back issues, and they would just kind of flare up randomly, and I found myself almost incapacitated for a couple days. So my free time has been devoted to trying to figure out whatever's been going on with that. So that's mean going to the doctor, going to the chiropractor, going to the massage therapist. And I think it was like 2 summers ago with Jackson that I had a dentist appointment scheduled, and I'd gone to like the doctor, the physical therapist in the morning, had something like in the afternoon. And it came time to like that third appointment, I was just like, no, I'm canceling. I was too tired. I didn't feel like doing it all. So if you know someone with flexible hours as a dentist, again, please come see me after the service. But this is what's hard about living right now, right? There is so much demanding of our time. And some things, they just slip through the cracks. Like my teeth, right? And the problem, even more so important than my teeth, again, not dismissing my oral health, but oftentimes we let things slip through the cracks that are more important than our teeth, right? Things that demand our time, they're so great, but we need to invest our time into things that are more important. And there's things we do need to make time for, like our families, our relationships, even I would say ourselves. And like what happens this time of the year, we just say to ourselves, it can wait, they can wait, I can wait. And the problem is, if we wait for the right time, that right time will never come. I think it was Martin Luther King Jr. who said that time is neither it's neither positive or negative. It can be used constructively or deconstructively. Time is neutral. But there's no inevitability in time, in other words. If we just sit around waiting for the right time, that time will never come. So here we are, in this time, celebrating something that happened a long time ago. The birth of Jesus. And perhaps for many of us, we celebrated this thing, Christmas, for so long, we've sort of forgotten about the fact that Jesus was born in a very inconvenient time. If you remember, him and his parents, Mary and Joseph, they had to travel a long way to Bethlehem. The country in which he lived was under the rule of a foreign power, and there was this angry tyrant named Herod, who, if you know the rest of the story, would go on and kill hundreds of babies. Not a great time to be born. Let's actually read it. We'll read the story here this evening. Luke chapter 2. We have it on the screen. You're welcome to follow along with me as I read. I always like reading from the text. But Luke chapter 2 says, "In those days, Caesar Augustus declared that everyone throughout the empire should be enrolled in the tax list. This enrollment first occurred when Quirinius governed Syria." The biblical scholars among us will have to tell me if I pronounce that name right, okay? Everyone went to their own cities to be enrolled. Since Joseph belonged to David's house and family line, he went up from the city of Nazareth in Galilee to David's city called Bethlehem in Judea. He went to be enrolled together with Mary, who was promised to him in marriage, and who was pregnant. While they were there, the time came for Mary to have her baby. She gave birth to her firstborn a son, and wrapped him snugly and laid him in a manger, because there was no place for them in the guest house. In the birth of Jesus, in this story, God made time for what was important. If you remember our video we watched at the beginning of the service, the question was asked, what if God had waited? God could have waited for a more opportune time. But Christmas reminds us that God wouldn't wait, couldn't wait, to bring joy, to bring hope, to bring peace, to bring love to a world racked with heartache, despair, anger, and violence. And neither should we. Maybe you're here tonight and you've been putting things off, like I have, waiting for the right time. And no, I'm not talking about going to the dentist or, going to the gym. Those are all important things, right? But maybe you've been putting off things with your relationship, in your relationship with your family, or even with yourself. You've been thinking to yourself, look, I really need to invest in my relationship with my spouse, my partner, whatever. But it can wait. You've been thinking to yourself, I want to see an end to the dysfunction in the family, in my family, but I just don't have the time. And for once, maybe you're thinking to yourself, for once, I really want to truly believe that I matter, that God loves me. But now's not the time. I've just got to get through. I've just got to get through right now. Today, this season, these holidays, the winter. I've just got to get through it. I don't have time for that. In another time, I'll deal with my family, I'll deal with my spouse, I'll deal with myself, but I don't have time for that. Right now, it can wait, they can wait, I can wait. But I'm here to tell you this evening, it can't wait. They can't wait, and you cannot wait. Many, if not all of us, in the next coming days will be going from this place to be spending time with family members, with friends, with loved ones. Now is the time. You can find the peace that you so desperately seek for your family. You can find the love that your heart is aching for, and you can find the joy and the assurance that God loves you. So if you need to make some amends with your family, do it. If you need to tell your spouse or your partner that you love them, do it. If you need to remind yourself that God loves you, do it. It cannot wait. It cannot wait. This Christmas, what do you want? What do you want for yourself, for your family, for your relationships? Do you want to continue to drown in the dysfunction of your family? Do you want to continue to suffer from discord in your relationships? Do you still want to linger with the despair in your own heart and soul? But you can find peace in your family. You can find love in your relationship, and you can find hope in yourself. I believe it starts with you, but you've got to act because God acted for you back in that time, because God could not wait, because God acted then and there in that time for you. So not waiting means we need to say, God, I want to bring peace to my family. Let it start with me. God, I want to bring love to my relationships. Make me a channel of your love. God, I want to believe deep down that you love me. Help me to receive that love. God could not wait to come into our world. God cannot wait for us to have peace in our families, love in our relationships, and joy in our hearts.